Hey YouTube, cutting some little tiny pieces of mechanical tubing. This is 1/2 inch mechanical tubing. The ID is roughly 3/8 of an inch, 16th inch wall. What we're doing, I went to the home store and I wanted to get some hinge, just some piano hinge, and all they had was stuff that was bright and shiny and but really thin, and it was kind of, well, it was junk. So I picked up this little piece of tubing, mechanical tubing. I've got another one, and what we're going to do is we're going to make our own hinges, and these are going to be part of the doors for the back panels on these conduit boxes. And what we're going to do is we're going to have one side is going to be hinged, and then the other side is just going to have a pin that you knock out so you can take the door. Well, I guess I could make it where you could take the door completely off, or just take the door and then swing it in out of the way, so that when he wants to run that longer stuff that goes through the boxes, he can do that. So that's all I'm going to be doing right now for a little bit, and then we're going to cut the hinge pins, and then I need to cut the doors themselves, and then we're going to tack them all together and see what happens. So let's get busy. I think I'm done with this trailer. I'm not really sure. This video is going to be the most confusing because it's probably 3 or 4 days of different, 2 or 3 different days of actual work that was done on the trailer. Let's take a look at the boxes. You can see this is more or less the 2 boxes that will, I've got them set up so they got stuff that's longer than 10 foot. Let's take a look at how these work. Let me take a look, show you how they work when they're holding a 10-foot bar. You can see the little door is closed on both ends, and then this is just a piece of pipe that I actually had to cut it to so it was only 10 feet, but I got these little bars here. I kind of lock them in place. I made these pins, drilled them with a large enough hole that you could actually put a padlock on them. Doesn't really, not actually the most secure way of keeping them in there, but it might make it where you could go in and, you know, have tacos for lunch or something like that. And, you know, the conduit would come out and put that back in. Put a little padlock back on it. But anyway, so like let's say you want to set up for so anyway, when you want to open the door up, you grab the pin, pull it out, open the door, drop the pin, you throw that little hook on the outside like that. That'll keep it out of the way while you're loading and unloading, and then when you're done you can just close it and drop that pin back in, and there you go. One of the things I was really struggling with was how to use the tie downs for these pieces that go beyond the boxes, whether to tie it, create some sort of hook or ring, and I'd actually thought about putting hooks, or rather rings down here for the tie down hooks to strap to, and then finally, because I know this is the kind of stuff he uses, these little these ratcheting tie down things. Finally, I just went with less is more, and I figured, you know what, you can just hook it right into the bottom of the receiver, and that works pretty well. So, all in all, I still need to get some bolts, just some 1/2-inch bolts. I think that'd be perfect for anchoring these in place. I think that's the end of this project, so not too bad. Oh yeah, and then we did the rings here, these things, for the tailgate. Almost forgot about that. It seems like it was so long ago. So anyway, but that's it. The trailer is done as far as I know. He's supposed to come by tomorrow morning and take a look at it, see if it's, you know, what he expected, and if it is, great. If it's not, we'll have to fix that. So anyway, the next project, I will either take the opportunity to work on the kiln a little bit more, the retort kiln, or I do have some fireplace doors that I have to start. And also, there's a big gate project that I need to finalize some of the details in it. And then there's another project for that guy that I built the super security door for. So anyway, we got lots to choose from. And then of course there's, you know, Rusty. So that's it for now. So I'll see you next time. Bye.